Have you ever noticed that music can have a healing effect on your soul? It can improve your mood, concentration, and ability to relax. And now we have research indicating it can also be a cheap, safe, and effective way to manage symptoms of the menopausal transition. You're listening to Menopause Natural Solutions, episode 115, Music for Menopause. Welcome to Menopause Natural Solutions, your podcast for all things perimenopause, menopause and beyond. Stay tuned as your host, naturopath Jennifer Harrington, explains how to use natural therapies to find your ultimate health and happiness during your transition. Hello ladies, thank you for your company today. I'm so excited by this new research that I just had to dedicate an entire episode to it. Seriously, who doesn't love music? Music has been a part of human life for as long as we have existed. Plato, way back in 400 BC, is known for saying that music is a moral law. It gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and charm and gaiety to life and to everything. I hear you, Plato. Earlier this year, I met a friend for a walk around the lake, but on our walk we discovered a pop-up beer bar with live music. It was just two guys playing guitars and singing. It was divine. We just had to stop. It was such a magical afternoon, sitting outside by the water, listening to music. It just reminded me how much I love live music and how much we've all missed out these last few years. And then, a few weeks later, the January 2022 edition of Menopause, the Journal of the North American Menopause Society, hits my inbox. The study that had my attention was titled The Effect of Music Therapy on Menopausal Symptoms and Depression. I skimmed over the abstract and was not surprised by the conclusion that the study had found music to be effective in decreasing depression and other menopausal symptoms. But what were the other symptoms? What kind of music were they listening to? And for how long? I had so many things I wanted to know that I purchased the entire study so we can discuss it today. We do know many women transitioning into menopause experience mood changes, depression in particular. Music was found to stimulate the production of our feel-good hormones like dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin, while reducing stress hormones like cortisol. The study used the Beck Depression Inventory to assess behavioral symptoms of depression. The music group had a significant improvement in mood after treatment, but the control group had a worsening of symptoms, but that wasn't found to be statistically relevant. Music can be a powerful and enjoyable way to lift a woman's mood, especially at this time of life. But what about the other menopausal symptoms? In the study, they used the Menopause Rating Scale. This self-assessment guide divides menopause symptoms into being either somatic, psychological, or urogenital. The somatic symptoms included hot flushes, heart discomfort, joint or muscular discomfort, and sleep issues. The psychological symptoms included feeling unhappy, nervous, anxious, or fatigued. And the urogenital symptoms included sexual problems, urinary issues, and vaginal dryness. The higher the score, the worse the symptoms. The average pre-test score for somatic symptoms was 9, and in the music group, this had dropped to 5 post-test. The average pre-test psychological score was 9, and this dropped to 4 in the music group post-test, and this was the most significant change that they found. And finally, the urogenital score pre-test averaged 3 and dropped to 2 post-test in the music group. The control group had no significant changes. And it's really this last test result, the urogenital changes, that impresses me the most. The music has the ability to change urogenital symptoms is just mind-blowing. Now, I guess you all want to know what they were listening to. This study took place in Turkey, and they were listening to Turkish classical music. This was chosen as a separate pilot study, played 3 different types of music to menopausal Turkish women, and 100% of the women all said that they preferred the Turkish classical style of music. So they were asked to sit alone, in silence, wearing a headset, and to listen to this classical music for 15 minutes a day for 6 weeks. Could you find 15 minutes in your day to listen to music, to be fully present and experience the full benefits of music? What I think is key here is the music needs to be a genre you enjoy. No, it doesn't need to be Turkish classical music. It can be anything you find relaxing. Switch off all distractions and really listen. The study also acknowledges the benefits of other lifestyle interventions at this time of life, such as yoga, breathwork, prayer, hypnosis, cognitive behavioral therapy, meditation, aromatherapy, reflexology, massage and acupuncture. There are so many ways to reduce menopausal symptoms, and I personally love interventions that are cheap, safe and effective. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Think of it as your self-care time. You may even find 15 minutes isn't enough. Why not try it yourself and see if you notice the difference? And if you do, please reach out. I love to know how you go. Did you know my next menopause makeover intake starts next Monday, the 14th of February? This program has been recently updated and the live group sessions increased in numbers. The program includes 2 modules. One focuses on lifestyle interventions like music that have the ability to transform your transition. We look at stress and various stress management techniques, breath work, movement, sleep and more. The other module is on nutrition. The nutrition module includes guidelines for good nutrition, menopause superfood, and a look at essential nutrients needed for the transition. The module also includes the use of our nutrition app with meal plans, recipes, and the ability to track your results. This program is for you if your menopausal experience has not been fun. You've been waiting it out and life is getting unbearable. You don't know where to start to turn things around. You just want to start feeling like you again. After all, wouldn't you prefer better temperature regulation, abundant energy, a great night's sleep, to be the ideal weight, to have stable moods, to have a strong memory, and to feel like you again? So if you are fed up with feeling like your life and health are out of control and you are ready to take action, I look forward to getting to know you inside the Menopause Makeover program. Well, that's all, folks. If you do try music as therapy, please send me a message and let me know. I would love to hear how you go. See you next week. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to Menopause Natural Solutions. This podcast contains general information about menopause. It is provided as a guide and it is not intended to replace medical advice. Opinions of guests are their own, and this podcast does not endorse or accept responsibility for statements made by guests. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please share it with a friend.